Funky drum hit first and the page just set itself. Monday picked itself up and got back off the shelf. Synth bass arriving, punching underneath the clean chop. Clean guitar and rose landing, making everything pop. Some melody threading light above the word groove. Everything together, finding one clean movie move. Not too loud, but the beat is very much alive. Monday groove, no excuses, best way to arrive. Cafe playlist on, and the workspace found its flow. Monday groove, no excuses, telling everyone to go. Clean guitar still chopping warm above the synth bass. Road still bright and bouncy, keeping up the pace. Drum pattern crisp and tight on the working line. Same melody returning sweet, doing perfectly fine. String shimmer catching all the spring between the keys. Monday groove, no excuses, carrying on the breeze. Monday groove, no excuses, funky drum alone, and the whole J-pop groove came in. Monday groove, no excuses, Christ's best way to work playlist could begin. Bass and guitar and roads on lock. Monday groove, no excuses round the clock. Beat alive without the noise. Monday groove, no excuses, spring at its best poise. Golden spring morning and the groove holds the pace. Monday groove, no excuses, filling every workspace. Clean guitar warm on its favorite rhythmic arc. Rose chord landing bright before the work gets dark. Arcs and bass steady carrying the working ground. String shimmer breathing soft above the crisp sound. Jam, drum pattern one more time, tight and absolutely right. Monday groove, no excuses, carrying through the light. Monday groove, no excuses, funky drum alone, and the whole J-pop groove came in. Monday groove, no excuses, Christ's best way to work playlist could begin. Bass and guitar and roads on lock. Monday groove, no excuses round the clock. Beat alive without the noise. Monday groove, no excuses, spring at its best poise. Yeah. Monday groove, no excuses. Drum still tight, still punch it, road still bright. Monday groove, no excuses. Always the groove, always spring, always yours. Bright sentence snap together before the window opened wide. Nylon guitar arriving, light to spring. Came inside, funky bass and hi-hat landing, warm and crisp together. Spring off this open window in any kind of weather. Road completing everything above the airy groove. J-pop indie finding its most productive move. Everything arriving lighter than the desk would suggest. Spring off this open window. office open window, keeping pace inside. Nylon guitar warm on its favorite bright arc. Roads chord landing cheerful before the work gets dark. Funky bass steady carrying the working ground. Spring shimmer breathing soft above the crisp sound. Snap one more time, light and absolutely right. Spring office open window, carrying through the light. Spring office open window, bright center snap and the nylon guitar plays. Spring office open window, crispy spring workspace atmosphere, mason roads and shimmer bright. Spring office open window in the working light, be the light without overwhelming. Spring office open window, spring office open window, oh, spring office open window, oh yeah, spring office open window, oh yeah, spring office open window. Funky guitar riff alone before the first task new. Tight drum and kick arriving, telling me what to do. Synth, bass and brass completing everything in place. Roads and synth pad warming up the working space. Hi-hat ticking bright like a productivity timer set. Rhythm before the first task, best thing you'll ever get. Everything arriving punchy before the to-do list grows. Rhythm before the first task, best way the work day flows. Spring groove J-pop sitting crisp inside the workflow. Rhythm before the first task, keeping everything in the know. Funky guitar still riffing warm above the kick. Synth bass still driving, doing every productive trick. Road still warm and punchy on the working line. Soft brass breathing light, doing perfectly fine. Hi
task list cleared. Piano melody arriving like the focus I had feared. Snap and drum arriving smooth above the working space. Guitar loop and synth completing everything in place. Vinyl crackle hit like a productive morning. Known productive and unbothered, best work vibe ever shown. Everything arriving smooth before the deadline crept. Productive and unbothered, best pace anyone has kept. Spring Cafe J-Pop sitting smooth inside the workflow. Productive and unbothered, keeping everything in the know. Piano still threading clean above the walking snap. Guitar loop still grooving, never going back. Synth pad still breathing smooth on the working line. Walking bass still talking, doing perfectly fine. Drum pattern crisp, keeping everyone in pace. Productive and unbothered, brightening every space. Productive and unbothered, synth pad and bass, then the piano let the groove. Productive and unbothered, smoothest way a workday finds its move. Bass and piano snap on lock. Productive and unbothered, round the clock, beat alive and smooth all day. Productive and unbothered spring, work at its best play. Productive and unbothered spring, work at its best play. Golden spring afternoon and the smooth groove holds. Productive and unbothered, doing what it's told. Piano warm on its favor, smooth productive arc. Guitar loop landing bright before the work gets dark. Walking bass steady, carrying the flowing ground. Vinyl crackle breathing soft above the sound. Snap one more time, smooth and absolutely right. Productive and unbothered, carrying through the light. Productive and unbothered, synth pad and bass, then the piano let the groove. Productive and unbothered, smoothest way a workday finds its move. Bass and piano snap on lock. Productive and unbothered, round the clock, beat alive and smooth all day. Productive and unbothered, still split. Productive and unbothered, piano still clean. Bass still walking. Productive and unbothered, always smooth, always spring, always yours.
Road scored alone before the brass gave it a push. Crisp drum and funky bass arriving through the spring rush. Same melody and clean guitar, landing warm and right. Cherry blossom on my desk, everything about today bright. City pop groove, setting every workspace tone. Best kind of spring work music standing on its own. Everything arriving retro, cheerful before the task by a groove. Cherry blossom on my desk, carrying me through. Spring city pop, J-pop sitting right inside the workflow. Cherry blossom on my desk, keeping everything aglow. Road still warm and retro on the working line. Funky bass still driving, doing perfectly fine. Some melody returning sweet above the city groove. Clean guitar, threading bright, finding every productive move. Brass breathing light, keeping everyone in check. Cherry blossom on my desk, spring at the work deck. Cherry blossom on my desk. Rose along and the brass and the whole group bloom. Cherry blossom on my desk, bright as spring workspace segments in the street days. And synth and guitar bright. Cherry blossom on my desk in the working light. Retro beat alive all day. Cherry blossom on my desk, best spring work way. Golden spring afternoon and the city pop holds bright. Cherry blossom on my desk, carrying through the light. Roads warm on is yours. Snare roll built alone before the deadline knew. Send bass and clap, dropping, telling me what to do. Nylon guitar arriving, playful like it had no care. Roads and synth melody, completing spring in the air. Fingers snap, ticking like a productive, happy thought. The task can wait, one bar, best thing the groove brought. Everything arriving, playful before the pressure came. The task can wait, one bar, the groove knows your name. Spring J-pop, indie, sitting playful in the workflow. The task can wait, one bar, keeping everyone in the know. Nylon guitar still threading bright above the clap. Synth bass still driving, playful, never going back. Road still warm and cheerful on the working line. Synth melody returning sweet, doing perfectly fine. Snare still tight, keeping everyone on track. The task can wait, one bar, groove's got your back. The task can wait, one bar, snare rolling and the bass and clap around. The task can wait, one bar, playful spring groove, keeping everyone alive. Bass and roots and nylon bright. The task can wait, one bar in the working light. Be playful but focused all day. The task can wait, one bar, best spring work way. Golden spring afternoon and the playful groove holds. The task can wait, one bar, doing what it's told. Nylon guitar worm on its favorite bright arc. Roads chord landing, cheerful before the work gets dark. Synth bass steady, carrying the playful ground. Spring shimmer breathing soft above the sound. Snare one more time, tight and absolutely right. The task can wait, one bar, carrying through the light. The task can wait, one bar, snare all alone and then the bass and clap arrive. The task can wait, one bar, playful spring groove, keeping everyone alive. Bass and roads and nylon bright. The task can wait, one bar in the working light. Be playful but focused all day. The task can wait, one bar, snare still rolling, synth bass still punchy, roads still playful. The task can wait, one bar, always one more bar, always spring, always yours. Brass and funky drum hit bold before the April clocked in. Saxo melody let it letting the work begin. Synth bass and snap, driving warm beneath the spring light. Roads and clean guitar, completing everything just right. Hi-hat ticking bright like a productive April morning. Work feels different in April, best grew without warning. Everything arriving bolder than the winter work did. Work feels different in April, lifting every island. Spring city pop R&B sitting bold inside love the bold sound. Brass one more time, punching absolutely right. Work feels different in April, carrying through the light. Work feels different in April. Brass and drum and the saxophone led the way. Work feels different in April. Hold a spring work groove of any day. Bass and roads and guitar bright. Work feels different in April in the working light. Bold beat alive without the noise. Work feels different in April with its best poise. Work feels different in April. Spring at its best poise. Work feels different in April. It's next spring. Work feels different in April. Work feels different in April.
Deep kick and snare hit first before the pace was set. Synth bass arriving smooth like the best groove I've met. Sample loop and rolls landing warm inside the pocket. Guitar loop completing everything before I could stop it. Final crackle settling like a productive morning. No, easy does it every time. Best work vibe ever shown. Everything arriving deep before the deadline crept. Easy does it every time. Best pace anyone has kept. Best pace anyone has kept. Spring chill hip hop sitting deep inside the workflow. Easy does it every time, keeping everything in the know. Road still warm and patient on the working lines, and bass still driving, doing perfectly fine. Sample loop returning like a favorite work refrain. Guitar loop still grooving through the spring domain. Boom bap drum still landing crisp on every beat. Easy does it every time, making work complete. Easy does it every time. Deep kick alone, then the whole chill groove came in. Easy does it every time. Deepest way of work play loads chill in. Bass and rolls and sample on lock. Easy does it every time round the clock. Beat alive and deep all day. Easy does it every time. Spring work at its best way. Easy does it every time. Spring work at its best way. Easy does it every time. Golden spring afternoon in the deep groove holds. Easy does it every time. Doing what is told. Roads warm on his favorite deep productive art. Guitar loop landing warm before the work gets dark. Send bass steady carrying the working ground. Sample loop breathing soft above the deep sound. Kick one more time deep and absolutely right. Easy does it every time, carrying through the light. Easy does every time. Deep kick alone and the whole chill groove came in. Yeah. Easy does it every time. Deepest way a work playlist could begin. Bass and rolls and sample on lock. Easy does it every time round the clock. Beat alive and deep all day. Easy does it every time. Spring work at its best way. Easy does it every time. Spring work at its best way. Easy does it every time, every time. Kick still deep, synth bass smooth, road still warm. Easy does it every time. Always easy, yeah. Always spring, always yours.
acoustic guitar alone before the flowers hit the beat. Grabbing like percussion, making everything complete. Smooth bass and synth and roads all landing warm. Flowers on the beat, riding through the echo storm. Strings not catching all the spring between the keys. Everything arriving lighter than a morning breeze. Not too loud, but every note is very much alive. Flowers on the beat, the best way to survive. The spring be sitting blooming bright inside the workflow. Flowers on the beat, keeping everything aglow. Acoustic still threading warm above the clap. Smooth bass still talking crest, never going back. Road still bright and blooming on the working line. The scent of melody returning sweet, doing perfectly fine. Strings are catching every petal as it lands. Flowers on the beat, playing right into your hands. Flowers on the beat, acoustic alone in the craft and groove arrive. Flowers on the beat, bloomy in spring work, feeling keeping you alive. Bass and roads and shimmer bright. Flowers on the beat and the working light. Beat alive and blooming all day. Flowers on the beat, spring work at its best play. Golden spring morning and the flowers hold the pace. Flowers on the beat, filling every workspace. Acoustic warm on its favorite, blooming arc roads, chord landing bright before the work gets dark. Smooth bass, steady carry in the flowering ground. String chandler breathing soft above the sound. Clap one more time, light and absolutely right. Flowers on the beat, carrying through the light. Flowers on the beat, acoustic alone and the clap and groove the ride. Flowers on the beat, bloomy as spring work, feeling keeping you alive. Bass and roads and shimmer bright. Flowers on the beat and a working light. Beat alive and blooming all day. Flowers on the beat, spring work at its best play. Flowers on the beat, acoustic still warm, clap still light, roads still blooming. Flowers on the beat, always blooming, always spring, always yours. Flowers on the beat.
Remind us in loop alone before the morning operated. Deep bass line arriving like the smoothest thing created. Boom, bap, drum and snap, landing rhythm and warm together. Smooth operator of the morning in any kind of weather. Rose and guitar, chop completing all the workspace. Everything arriving smooth before the deadline gave chase. Not too loud, but every note running perfectly fine. Smooth operator of the morning, landing right on time. Hey. Spring chill, hip hop, indie, sitting smooth inside the zone. Smooth operator of the morning, never working alone. Sin loop, still threading my lock above the beat. Deep bass, still talking, making everything complete. Roll, still warm and smooth on the productive line. Guitar chop, still landing crisp, doing perfectly fine. Snap, still ticking bright, keeping everyone on track. Smooth operator of the morning, never looking. Smooth operator of the morning. Sin loop alone in the bass and groove. road, smooth operator of the morning, and doing what it's told. Send lukewarm on his favorite smooth, productive art guitar chop landing right before the work is dark. Deep bass steady carrying the smooth working ground. Rose breathing soft above the focus sound. Snap one more time, smooth and absolutely right. Smooth operator of the morning, carrying through the light. Smooth operator of the morning, send loop alone in the bass and groove right. Smooth operator of the morning, smooth as spring work feeling, keeping everyone alive. Bass and roads and chop on lock. Smooth operator of the morning round the clock. Be smooth and focused all day. Smooth operator of the morning, spring work at its best way. Yeah. Smooth operator of the morning, send loops to my melody. Bass still deep, road still smooth. Smooth operator of the morning, always smooth, always spring, always yours.
Strings open right before the rush new. Nylon guitar arriving, leading everything right through. Boom bap, drum and bass, dropping one together right. No rush, just results, carrying everything to light. Snapping roads, completing all the work in space. Everything arriving, airy without a deadline's chase. Not too loud, but every note landing perfectly clear. Results, the best work playlist of the year. Spring feel good, indie, chill, hip hop in the productive zone. No rush, just results, making every workspace home. Nylon guitar still threading, airy above the beat. No rush, just results, still landing everything complete. Road still warm and bright on the working line. Synth pad still breathing wide, doing perfectly fine. Snap still ticking like keeping everyone on track. No rush, just results. Screws got your back. Or no rush, just results. Every sentence strings in the nylon. No rush, just results. Area spring work groove every set. No rush, just results. Bass and rows and snap so bright. No rush, just results. In the working light, be airy and focused all day. No rush, just results. Spring work at its best way. Spring work at its best way. Golden spring afternoon and the airy groove holds strong. No rush, just results. Been the vibe all along. Nylon guitar warm on its favorite productive arc. Synth pad breathing luminous before the work gets started. Boom bap bass steady carrying the working ground. String shimmer breathing soft above the airy sound. Step one more time, light and absolutely right. No rush, just results, carrying through the light. No rush, just results. Elegant and strings and then the light. No rush, just results. Area spring work groove ever say. No rush, just results. Bass and roads and snap so bright. No rush, just results. In the working light, be airy and focused all day. No rush, just results. Spring work at its best way. Spring work at its best way. No rush, just results. Never synth strings and when I was still warm, round still warm, road still bright. No rush, just results. Always airy, always spring, always yours.
saxophone played soft alone before April hit the pocket. Vinyl crackling deep, kick arriving like a locket. Walking bass and hi-hat, landing deep together warm. April in the pocket, riding through the April storm. Roads and synth pad, completing all the workspace air. Guitar shimmer, catching every spring note floating there. Everything arriving deep before the task list grew. April in the pocket, carry me and you. Spring chill, hip-hop, sitting deep and jazzy in the zone. April in the pocket, making every workspace home. Saxophone still threading soft above the deep beat. Walking bass still talking, making everything complete. Road still warm and deep on the productive line. Synth pad breathing wide, doing perfectly fine. Hi-hat ticking bright, keeping everyone in pace. April in the pocket, warming every workspace.
April in the pocket,
Saxophone alone and the vinyl and kick a ride.
April in the pocket,
Deep as spring work, feeling keeping you alive. Walking bass and road so warm. April in the pocket through every April storm. Be deep and jazzy all day. April in the pocket, spring work at its best way. Golden spring afternoon in the pocket holds deep. April in the pocket, best work groove to keep. Saxophone warm on his favorite deep melodic arc. Rose chord landing soft before the work gets dark. Walking bass steady, carrying the April ground. Synth pad breathing soft above the deep sound. Kick one more time deep and absolutely right. April in the pocket, carrying through the light. Yeah.
April in the pocket,
Saxophone alone, then the vinyl and kick a ride.
April in the pocket,
Deep as spring work, feeling keeping you alive. Walking bass and road so on. April in the pocket through every April storm. Be deep and jazzy all day. April in the pocket, spring work at its best way. April in the pocket, saxophone still soft, vinyl still crackling, road still deep. April in the pocket, always deep, always spring, always yours.
Long before the pocket filled. Funky guitar chop arriving like the spring just grilled. Yeah, deep bass and synth arriving warm together right. Roads and sample loop completing everything in life. Vinyl crackle hit like a productive morning seal. Pocket full of April, best work vibe revealed. Everything arriving punching before the task pile grew. Pocket full of April carrying me and you. Spring chill, hip hop indie sitting punchy in the zone. Pocket full of April making every workspace home. Funky guitar still chopping warm above the snare. Deep bass still driving through the spring work. Yeah, road still warm and punching on the working line. Sample loop returning sweet, doing perfectly fine. Yeah, hi-hat still tight, keeping everyone in pace. Pocket full of April, brightening every workspace. Pocket full of April, snaring hi-hat, then the guitar chopper ride. Pocket full of April, punchy as spring work, feeling keeping you alive. Bass and roads and sample on lock. Pocket full of April round the clock, beat punchy and warm all day. Pocket full of April, spring work at its best way. Oh, yeah, golden spring afternoon and the pocket stays warm. Pocket full of April, riding through the storm. Funky guitar warm on his favorite punchy art. Roads chord landing bright before the work gets dark. Deep bass steady, carrying April, working ground. Sample loop, breathing soft above the punchy sounds. Yeah, stare one more time, tight and absolutely right. Yeah. Pocket full of April, carrying through the light. Pocket full of April, snaring hi-hat, then the guitar chopper ride. Pocket full of April, punchy as spring work, feeling keeping you alive. Bass and roads and sample on lock. Pocket full of April round the punchy and warm all day. Pocket full of April spring work at its best way.
Pocket full of April, snare still tight, guitar still chopping, road still punchy, yeah. Pocket full of April, always punchy, always spring, always yours. Clapping, snap arriving, adding light to every space. Smooth bass and drum and syntane, guitar landing warm. Keep it moving, keep it warm, riding through the April storm. String pad, breathing airy, above the working groove. Everything together, finding one clean moving move. Not too loud, but every note pushing gently through. Keep it moving, keep it warm, carrying me and you. Ooh. Spring feel good, indie sitting warm inside the workflow. Keep it moving, keep it warm, keeping everything aglow. Piano still throwback, right above the clap. Smooth bass still talking warm, never going back. Drum pad and Chris keeping everyone in pace, and melody returning, sweet filling every space. String pad breathing wide for those who keep on going. Keep it moving, keep it warm, best pace worth knowing. Keep it moving, keep it warm, piano alone and the clapping groove arrive. Keep it moving, keep it warm, warm as spring work feeling, keeping you alive. Bass and synth and guitar bright. Keep it moving, keep it warm in the working light. Be warm and moving all day. Keep it moving, keep it warm, piano alone and the clapping groove arrive. Keep it moving, keep it warm, warm as spring work feeling, keeping you alive. Bass and synth and guitar bright. Keep it moving, keep it warm in the working light. Be warm and moving all day. Keep it moving, keep it warm, spring work at its best way. Keep it moving, keep it warm, keep it moving. Spring work at its best way. Golden spring afternoon, and the warm groove moves along. Keep it moving, keep it warm, been the vibe all day long. Piano warm on its favorite moving productive arc. Guitar landing bright before the work gets dark. Smooth bass steady carrying the warm working ground. String pad breathing soft above the moving sound. Clap one more time, warm and absolutely right. Keep it moving, keep it warm, carrying through the light. Keep it moving, keep it warm, piano alone then the clapping groove arrive. Keep it moving, keep it warm, warm as spring work feeling, keeping you alive. Bass and synth and guitar bright. Keep it moving, keep it warm in the working light. Be warm and moving all day. Keep it moving, keep it warm, keep it moving, keep it warm, keep it moving, keep it warm.
Soft brass and deep kick hit bowl before the day decided. Saxophone melody arriving like the best work I've guided. Funky bass and snap driving warm beneath the spring light. Rhodes and synth and guitar completing everything right. Hi-hat ticking bright like a productive day confirmed. Good day to get things done. Best lesson ever learned. Everything arriving bolder than the last work they did. Good day to get things done. Lifting every eyelid. Yeah. Spring chill hip hop indie sitting bold inside the zone. Good day to get things done. Making every workspace home. Saxophone still threading warm above the funky snap. Road still bright and bold. Never going back. Funky bass still driving hard beneath the working beat. Clean guitar threading bright. Making everything complete. Hi-hat Chris keeping everyone on the spring track. Good day to get things done. Grooves got our back. Good day to get things done. Brass and kick them, the saxophone led the way. Good day to get things done. Bold as spring work groove of any day. Bass and rolls and guitar bright. Oh, good day to get things done in the working life. Beat bold and warm without the noise. Good day to get things done. Spring at its best poise. Yeah, golden spring morning and the bold groove holds strong. Good day to get things done. Been the vibe all along. Saxophone warm on its favorite boulder, my lake arc. Roads chord landing right before the work gets dark. Yeah, funky bass steady carrying the working April ground. Clean guitar breathing soft above the bold sound. Brass one more time, soft and absolutely right. Good day to get things done. Carrying through the light. Good day to get things done. Brass and kick and the saxophone led the way. Good day to get things done. Bold as spring work groove of any day. Bass and rolls and guitar bright. Another day to get things done in the working life. Yeah. Be bold and warm without the noise. Good day to get things done. Spring at its best, boys. Yeah. Good day to get things done. Good day to get things done. Brass still soft. Saxophone still warm. Road still bold. Good day to get things done. Always a good day. Always spring. Always yours. Melody looped along before the beat took over. Deep kicking vinyl crackle driving like a 4-leaf clover. Funky bass and hi-hat landed warm inside the pocket. Guitar loop completing everything before I could stop it. Synth pad breathing wide above the deep working line. Everything arriving deep before the deadlines. Design not too loud but every note running perfectly right. Let the beat decide carrying you through the light. Spring chill hip hop sitting deep inside a workflow. Let the beat decide keeping everything in a know. Road still warm and melodic on the working beat. Funky bass still talking, making everything complete. Deep kick still landing on the pocket right. Guitar loop returning soft in the afternoon light. Synth pad breathing wide for those who let it go. Let the beat decide, best work vibe you'll ever know.
Let the beat decide.
Roads alone in the kick and vine arrive.
Let the beat decide.
Deepest spring work
feeling keeping you alive. Bass and synth and guitar on lock.
Let the beat decide.
Round the clock, beat deep and melodic all day.
Oh, let the beat decide.
Spring work at its best way. Golden spring afternoon and the deep groove holds on. Let the beat decide. Been the work vibe all along. Rose warm on his favorite deep melodic arc. Guitar loop landing warm before the work gets dark. Funky bass steady carrying the working ground. Vinyl crackle breathing soft above the deep sound. Kick one more time, deep and absolutely right. Let the beat decide, carrying through the light.
Let the beat decide.
Rose alone in the kick and vinyl ride.
Let the beat decide.
Deep as spring work, feeling keeping you alive. Bass and synth and guitar on lock.
Let the beat decide.
Round the clock, beat deep and melodic all day.
Let the beat decide.
Spring work at its best way.
Let the beat decide.
Road still melodic, kick still deep.
Yeah.
Bass still funky. Let the beat decide. Always the beat, always spring. Always yours.
Light percussion, shake it together before the spring spoke low. Nylon guitar arriving, carrying everything in the glow. Smooth bass and rodents, synth all landing warm. Spring on the low, riding through the April storm. String shimmer catching all the breezy working air. Fingers snap ticking like a secret, only few are aware. Everything arriving lighter than the desk would say. Spring on the low, carrying you all the way. Spring feel good indie sitting light inside the zone. Spring on the low, making every workspace home. Nylon guitar still threading bright above the beat. Smooth bass still talking, making everything complete. Road still warm and light on the working line. Sim melody returning sweet, doing perfectly fine. String shimmer catching every moment as it turns. Spring on the low, giving back everything it earns. Spring on the low, light percussion and shaker, then the guitar led the way. Spring on the low, light as spring work groove of any day. Oh, bass and road and string shimmer bright. Spring on the low in the working light. Beat light and grooving all day. Spring on the low, spring work at its best way. Golden spring morning and the light groove holds on. Spring on the low, been the work vibe all along. Nylon guitar warm on its favorite light art. Roads chord landing bright before the work gets dark. Smooth bass steady carrying the light working ground. String shimmer breathing soft above the sound. Shake her one more time, light and absolutely right. Spring on the low, carrying through the light. Spring on the low, light percussion and shaker, then the guitar led the way. Spring on the low, light as spring work groove of any day, yeah. Bass and roads and string shimmer bright. Spring on the low in the working light. Beat light and grooving all day. Spring on the low, spring work at its best way. Spring on the low. Spring on the low. Spring on the low. Always light, always spring. Always yours, spring on.
strum once before the pedals hit the beat. Deep boom bap, drum arriving, making everything complete. Synth bass and snare, landing warm inside the spring air. Saxophone and rolls, completing every note, floating there. Final crackle hit like a productive morning seal. Chill like pedals, best work vibe ever revealed. Everything arriving floaty for the task power groove. Chill I like carrying me and you. Spring chill hip hop, indie sitting floaty in the zone. Chill like pedals, making every workspace feel like home. Clean guitar still strumming warm above the deep beats, and bass still talk, making everything complete.
Saxophone is spreading sweet on the working line. Road still warm and floaty, doing perfectly fine. Snap still ticking crisp, keeping everyone in pace. Chill like pedals, brightening every workspace.
Chill like pedals, clean guitar alone and the boom bap arrive. Chill like pedals, floaty is spring work feeling, keeping you alive. Chill like pedals, bass and saxophone and rolls on lock. Chill like pedals, round the clock, beat warm and floating all day.
Chill like pedals. Chill like pedals.
Gold on spring afternoon and the floaty groove holds on. Chill like pedals, been the work vibe all along. Saxophone warm on his favorite floating arc. Rose chord landing soft before the work is dark. Synth bass steady carrying the pedal working ground. Final crackle breathing soft above the sound. Boom bap one more time, deep and absolutely right.
Chill like pedals carrying through the light.
Chill like pedals, clean guitar alone and the boom bap arrive. Chill like pedals, floaty is spring work feeling, keeping you alive. Chill like pedals, bass and saxophone and the roads on lock. Chill like pedals, round the clock, beat warm and floating all day. Chill like pedals, chill like pedals,
Chill like pedals.
chill like pedals, chill like pedals. Chill like pedals, chill like pedals. Chill like pedal. Guitar still warm, boom bap still deep, saxophone still floating,
Chill like pedals.
always floating,
Always spring.
always yours. Deep synth bass, breathed warm before the tab was open. Acoustic guitar arriving like the best thought unspoken. Clapping like drums settling warm inside the space. Rose and synth pad and strings completing every place. Guitar shimmer catching all the spring between the keys. Afternoon window open tab carried on the breeze. Everything arriving warmer than the morning screen. Afternoon window open tab, freshest work routine. Spring feel good in your chill, sitting warm in the zone. Afternoon window open tab, making every workspace home. Acoustic still threading warm above the clap. Deep synth bass still talking, never going back. Road still warm and observing on the working line. Synth pad still breathing wide, doing perfectly fine. String shimmer catching every pedal as it falls. Afternoon window open tab, answering all the calls. Afternoon window open tab, deep synth in the hose, the guitar found the way. Afternoon window open tab, warm spring work groove of any day. Bass and roads and strings so warm. Afternoon window open tab to every April storm. Beat warm and observing all day. Afternoon window open tab, spring work at its best way. Golden spring afternoon and the warm groove holds on. Afternoon window open tab and the vibe all along. All stay warm on his favorite observant art. Rose chord landing soft before the work gets dark. Deep synth bass steady carrying the warm working ground.
breathing soft above the sound. Clap one more time, warm and absolutely right. Afternoon window, open tab, carrying through the light. Afternoon window, open tab, deep sentimental, the guitar found the way. Afternoon window, open tab, warm as spring or groove of any day. Bass and roads and strings so warm. Afternoon window, open tab through every April storm. Be warm and observing all day. Afternoon window, open tab, spring work at its best way. Afternoon window, open tab, deep and still warm, close are still threading. Afternoon window, open tab, always open, always strong, always always.
Soft grass alone before the bloom hit the working beat. Vinyl crackle and deep snare arriving, making it complete. Walking bass and hi-hat, landing deep together, warm bloom while you work, riding through the April storm. Roads and sample loop, completing all the workspace, air scent shimmer, catching every spring note floating there. Everything arriving deeper than the task list grew. Bloom while you work, carrying meaning you.
Spring chill, hip-hop sitting deep and blooming in the zone. Bloom while you work, making every workspace feel like home. Soft brass still, threading warm above the deep beat. Walking bass still, talking, making everything complete. Rose still, warm and blooming on the working line. Sample loop, returning sweet, doing perfectly fine. Hi-hat, ticking bright, keeping everyone in pace. Bloom while you work, brightening every workspace.
Bloom while you work, soft brass alone in the vinyl and snare ride. Bloom while you work,
deeper spring work, feeling keeping you alive.
walking bass and roads so warm.
Bloom while you work through every April storm.
Be deep and blooming all day.
Bloom while you work, spring work at its best way.
Yeah. Golden spring afternoon and the blooming groove holds on.
Bloom while you work, in the work vibe all along.
Soft brass warm on his favorite blooming arc. Roads core landing soft before the work gets dark. Walking bass steady, carrying the blooming working ground. Sample loop, breathing soft above the deep sound. Snare one more time, deep and absolutely right.
Bloom while you work, carrying through life.
Bloom while you work, soft brass alone in the vinyl and snare arrive. Bloom while you work,
Deep spring work, feeling keeping you alive.
walking bass and roads so warm.
Bloom while you work through every April storm.
Be deep and blooming all day.
Bloom while you work, spring work at its best way.
Bloom while you work. Brass still soft, still crackle. Rope still bloom.
Bloom while you work, always blooming, always spring, always
Piano bedroom right alone before the window crack. Snap and shake arriving, making sure the groove is stacked. Smooth bass and drum and synth and guitar landing warm. Keep the window cracked, riding through the April storm. String texture, breathing area above the working groove. Everything together, finding one clean cheerful move. Not too loud, but every note pushing gently bright. Keep the window cracked, carrying you through the light. Spring feel good, indie sitting bright inside the workflow. Keep the window cracked, keeping everything aglow. Piano still pull every bright above the snap. Smooth bass, still talking warm, never going back. Drum pattern crisp, keeping everyone in pace. Cylinder turning bright, filling every workspace. String text vibe unspoken. Keep the window cracked, piano alone and then the snap and shake a ride. Keep the window cracked, bright as spring work feeling keeping you alive. Bass and synth and guitar bright. Keep the window cracked in the working light. Be bright and breezy all day. Golden spring afternoon and the bright groove moves along. Keep the window cracked and bend the work vibe all day long. Babe, piano warm on his favorite bright productive art. Guitar landing cheerful before the work gets dark. Smooth bass, steady carrying the bright working ground. String texture breathing soft above the moving sound. Snap one more time, bright and absolutely right. Keep the window cracked, carrying through the light. Keep the window cracked, piano alone and the snap and shake a ride. Keep the window cracked, bright as spring work feeling keeping you alive. Bass and synth and guitar bright. Keep the window cracked in the working light. Be bright and breezy all day. Keep the window cracked, piano still bright, snap still cheerful, bass still smooth. Keep the window cracked, keep the window cracked in the working light. Be bright. Always open, always bright, always spring, always yours. Tight kick and snap hit together before the 2 hours new. Melodic synth arriving, leading everything right through. Funky bass and guitar chop landing, warm inside the beat. Rhodes and synth pad, completing everything so neat. Final crackle hint like a productive afternoon sealed. 2 more hours in blooming, less work, vibe revealed. Everything arriving punchy before the finish line came. 2 more hours in blooming, best way to play the game. Spring, chill, hip-hop, indie, sitting punchy in the zone. 2 more hours in blooming, making every workspace home. Melodic synth still threading bright above the kick. Funky bass still driving, doing every productive trick. Road still warm and punchy on the working line. Synth pad breathing wide, doing perfectly fine. Guitar chop still landing crisp, keeping everyone awake. 2 more hours in blooming, best groove for goodness sake. 2 more hours in blooming, kick and snap, then the melodic synth arrive. 2 more hours in blooming, punchy as spring work feeling, keeping you alive. Bass and rolls and chop on lock. 2 more hours in blooming, round the clock. Beat punchy and warm till the end. 2 more hours in blooming, best work groove to send. Golden spring afternoon and the punchy groove holds strong. 2 more hours in blooming, been the work vibe all along. Melodic synth warm on his favorite punchy art. Guitar chop landing bright before the work gets dark. Funky bass steady carrying the blooming working ground. Vinyl crackle breathing soft above the punchy sound. Hit one more time, tight and absolutely right. 2 more hours in blooming, carrying through the light. 2 more hours in blooming, kick and snap, then the melodic synth arrive. 2 more hours in blooming, punchy as spring work feeling, keeping you alive. Bass and rolls and chop on lock. 2 more hours in blooming, round the clock. Beat punchy and warm till the end. 2 more hours in blooming, best work groove to send. 2 more hours in blooming, kick still
yours.
Saxophone and snare hit both before the last task knew. Deep bass line arriving, driving everything right through. Send melody and hi-hat landing, rhythm worn together. The last task hits different in any kind of weather. Rolled in guitar loop and clap complete in all the space. Vinyl crackle hint like a productive day embrace. Everything arriving bolder than the first task did. The last task hits different, best feeling any work day hit. Spring chill hip-hop indie sitting bold at the finish line. The last task hits different, doing everything just fine. Saxophone still threading warm above the deep beat. Deep bass still talking, making everything complete. Some melody returning bright on the working line. Road still warm and bold, doing perfectly fine. Guitar loop still grooving for those who make it through. The last task hits different, carrying me and you. The last task hits different. Saxophone and snare, then everything came bold. The last task hits different. Boldest spring work groove ever told. Bass and roads and clap on fire. The last task different, taking it higher. Beat bold and satisfying all day. The last task hits different, best spring work way. Golden spring afternoon and the bold groove finishes strong. The last task hits different, been the vibe all day long. Saxophone warm on his favorite bowl, satisfying arc. Rhodes chord landing bright before the work gets dark. Yeah. Deep bass steady carrying the finishing ground. Guitar loop breathing soft above the bold sound. Snare one more time tight and absolutely right. The last task hits different, carrying through the light. The last task hits different. Saxophone and snare, then everything came bold. The last task hits different. Boldest spring work groove ever told. Bass and roads and clap on fire. The last task hit different, taking it higher. Beat bold and satisfying all day. The last task hits different, best spring work way. The last task hits different. Saxophone and snare, everything came bold. The last task hits different. Always spring, always what I love is always spring, always spring, always way. Yeah. Woke up and the light was already being nice to me. Coffee hit different, even the traffic let me be. Guitar chop rolling in like it had somewhere to be. Don't know why I'm smiling, but I'm not gonna disagree. Roses landing soft on everything I do. Sin shimmer sitting right behind the morning view. Deep kick finding pockets like it's paid to be on time. This groove is doing something subtle, but it's working fine. Don't know why I'm smiling, just something in the beat. Don't know why I'm smiling, but it's starting in my feet. Spring got into everything, and now it won't come out. Don't know why I'm smiling, but I'm not gonna figure it out. Figure it out. Snare hits clean, guitar chops easy, bass is holding down. Everything is running smooth all over this small town. Funky little moment living inside this track. Once this feeling finds you, it just never goes back. Don't know why I'm smiling, just something in the beat. Don't
Don't know why I'm smiling, but it's starting in my feet. Spring got into everything, and now it won't come out. Don't know why I'm smiling, hey, but I'm not gonna figure it out. Figure it out. Just smile, just groove, just let it be. Wasn't planning on feeling good today, and the nylon guitar had a few things to say. Clap came in and something shifted in the air. Now I'm moving easy without really trying to care. Rose caught landed and I felt tears in my chest. Spring decided this commute was gonna be the best. Stream path floated in like nobody told it not to. Something good just showed up and I didn't know what to do. Caught off guard by something good. Didn't see it coming like I thought I would. Spring just does that. Nothing I can say. Caught off guard by something good today. Bass groove sitting steady underneath the afternoon. Snap and clap together like they're sharing the same room. Synth breathing easy through the open window air. Good things catch you quick when you forget to be aware. Caught off guard by something good. Didn't see it coming like I thought I would. Spring just does that. Nothing I can say. Caught off guard by something good today. Didn't plan it, just felt it. That's enough. Didn't plan it, just felt it. Didn't plan it, just felt it. That's enough. Roads came first and everything got quieter inside. Vinyl crackle entered like it had nothing left to hide. Walking bass came rolling in and set the tempo right. You did trumpet floating in somewhere out of sight. Boom, bap, drum and funky guitar found each other here. Every loop returning like a season of the year. Ellie synth is hovering like pollen in the breeze. This is the kind of track that plays and puts you at your ease. This one goes on every playlist. Can't explain it, doesn't need a reason. This one goes on every playlist. Sounds like something good that's always in season. Spring and bass and roads and loop. Every time it hits the same. This one goes on every playlist, and you never even learned its name. Trumpet does that one thing every time the chorus ends. Guitar loop keeps returning like it's visiting old friends. Vinyl hisses warm and crackle like a favorite coat. This track lives in playlists, nobody ever had a vote. Goes on every playlist, can't explain it, doesn't need a reason. This one goes on every playlist. Sounds like something good that's always in season. Add it, loop it, it belongs there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I already knew what this would be. Hi-hat pattern locking in and setting something free. Funky bass came down like it was always meant to land. Guitar chop arriving like it had the whole thing planned. Roses warm and steady like a hand inside a hand. Synth bass underneath it like it's holding up the land. Spring light through the window doing what spring light does. This groove hits the body before the brain gets a fuss. Feel it before you name it. Let the rhythm do the talking. Feel it before you name it. By the time you know it, you're walking. Groove just takes you somewhere. No address, no map, no sign. Feel it, feel it before you name it. And it feels just fine. That shimmer on the edges like the sun behind a cloud. Hi-hat still delivering but never getting loud. Every element behaving like they all rehearsed for years. The kind of track that reaches you before it even clears. So feel it before you name it. Let the rhythm do the talking. Feel it before you name it. By the time you know where you're walking, groove just takes you somewhere. No address, no map, no sign. Feel it in it. Feel first. Think later. Groove on.
Sin came first like it had nowhere else to be. Nylon guitar entering just as gently as the breeze. Boom bap settled in without announcing anything. This is the kind of start that only comes with spring. Brush drum texture moving like a Saturday that works. Roads is soft and round without the corners or the quirks. Smooth bass underneath it all like breathing in and out. Nowhere that I'm headed but I'm happy with the route. Nowhere, I'm perfectly fine. No destination, no deadline, no sign. Just a groove and a spring in the afternoon light. Nowhere, I'm perfectly fine tonight. Carefree and easy and right. String pad floated in somewhere after verse 2 ended. Synth pad sitting there like all the broken things were mended. Bass groove holding everything with warm and steady hands. Nowhere is the best place when the music understands. Nowhere, I'm perfectly fine. No destination, no deadline, no sign. Just a groove and a spring in the afternoon light. Nowhere, I'm perfectly fine tonight. No direction. Just here, just fine.
Yeah. Single note guitar came in and didn't apologize. Snapping bass dropped right behind and opened up my eyes. it clean, scent, shimmer in the upper air. Light brass doing that one next and nobody can prepare. Bass is living low and warm and holding everything still. Spring just does its own thing and it always gets its fill. Spring has its own agenda. It doesn't ask, it just arrives. Spring has its own agenda. It shows up right on time and everything just thrives. It just arrives, seasonal, it's groove. Season never needs permission. Spring has its own agenda. And this is it. Electric guitar still delivering that opening line. Brass sax and landing every chorus like it's doing just fine. Everything assembled like the season called the shots. Spring has its own agenda and it hits all the right spots. Spring has its own agenda. It doesn't ask, it just arrives. Spring has its own agenda. It shows up right on time and everything just thrives. It just arrives, season always knows. Season never needs permission. Spring has its own agenda. And this is it. It just arrives. Season always knows. Piano bet you opened and then I thought this might be calm. Then the funky bass came rolling in and changed the song. Boom, bap, drum arrived and all the energy shifted right. Better than expected is this whole entire vibe tonight. Guitar chime rose together like they planned this duet. Final crackle adding warmth to everything I haven't felt yet. Sin shimmer at the top like morning fog that doesn't last. Better than expected every time the chorus comes around fast. Better than expected again. Yesterday was heavy but today is a 10. Better than expected again. Spring just reset everything and said begin. Piano says it started soft. They said no, it's going hard. Better than expected again. Better than expected again. Every single day I'm lowering my guard. Funky guitar chop returning like a friend who knows the door. Boom bap steady swinging easy. Always wanting more. Everything cooperating in this groove today. Better than expected is the only thing I'll say. Better than expected again. Yesterday was heavy but today is a 10. Better than expected again. Spring just reset everything and said begin.
just a moment with a smile. Walking bass arrived and held the whole thing by the hand. Spring decided everything was going just as planned.
Roads is warm around and roads is doing what it does. Ever since string pad appearing, just because guitar shimmer in the upper register staying light. The season and the groove are getting everything just right.
The season agrees with you. Everything you're wearing and the way you move. The season agrees with you. Cherry blossoms, warm bass, and the afternoon groove. Spring said yes to everything today. Brass and roads and sax and walking bass. The season agrees with you, and so do I.
Brush drum keeping time without demanding any space. Sax returns one time like it remembers something graceful. Bass groove warm as always. Synth pad high and bright. The season and the music and the you of it all just right.
The season agrees with you.
Everything you're wearing and the way you move.
The season agrees with you.
Cherry blossoms, warm bass, and the afternoon groove. Spring said yeah.
The season agrees always.
Rim shot cracked the air before the day could start its thing. A two-stick guitar followed in and let the morning ring. Smooth bass settled low like it had nowhere else to go. Something about today just works, and I already know. Rose is landing soft on everything around me now. Scent shimmer sitting high and light and doing its job somehow. Spring is in the pocket of this groove and it's not leaving. Something about today just works, and I'm not second guessing. Something about today just works. Can't explain it, but it does. Something about today just works. Not because of anything, just because. Roads are ending, just reinvade. Spring decided to show up and stay. Something about today just works, and I'm just gonna let it.
inside these notes. Something about the day just works. Can't explain it, but it does. Something about the day just works. Not because of anything, just because. Mine. Price and melody arrived and left the heavy stuff behind. Funky bass came rolling in like everything was right. Ooh, 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 ooh. Good timing ain't good everything from morning into night. Chopping roads together, landing clean and true. Snappy snare delivering on everything it's supposed to do. Eddie Patch is floating in the background, doing his part. Good timing always finds you when you're open from the start. Good timing, good everything. Spring showed up and brought the whole arrangement in. Good timing, good everything. Clap a kick, a synth and bass just grinning in. Good timing, good everything. Good things just landing where they land. Good timing, good everything. And I'm here for every bit of it. String layer creeping in so soft you'd almost miss it there. Clean guitar keeps chopping through the warm and blooming air. Bass groove steady holding all the pieces into place. Good timing found this moment and it knows it owns this space. Good timing, good everything. Spring showed up and brought the whole arrangement in. Good timing, ripping. Clap a kick and synth and bass just grinning. Good timing, good everything. Good things just landing where they land. Good timing, good win. And I'm here for every bit of it. Good timing, good groove. You the trumpet open with that one short warm phrase. Vinyl crackle entered underneath and filled the haze. Walking bass came slow and easy, holding up the ground. Already feeling something in this lo-fi spring sound. Boom bap drum is loose and swinging just the way it should. Rose is warm and present in the way that Rose is good. Funky guitar loop returning like a phrase you know by heart. Already feeling it before the song could even start. Already feeling it. Trumpet said one thing and that was it. Already feeling it. Vinyl crackle bass bass and boom bap lit. Spring just does that without asking. Warm and low and easy lasting. Already feeling it before I even had a reason to. Entered soft and settled in the upper space. Guitar loop returning with familiar easy grace. Trumpet comes back once and says the only thing it said. Already feeling everything before it reached my head. Already feeling it. Trumpet said one thing and that was it. Already feeling it. Vinyl backle bass and boom bap lit. Already feeling it. Trumpet said one thing and that was it. Already feeling it. Vinyl crackle bass and boom bap lit. Already there. Already warm. Already spring.
Shake her open first and set a rhythm for the air. Catch the guitar strummed in soft with something warm to spare. Smooth bass entered easy like you never had to try. That's just what spring does. It shows up and you don't know why. Road is doing what it always does on afternoons like these. Same melody is floating somewhere gentle in the breeze. String pad hovering up above like clouds that won't be rain. That's just what spring does. It makes you feel okay again. That's just what spring does. Arrives without a warning or a plan. That's just what spring does. Shaker the acoustic bass and roads in hand. Gives you something warm before the day gets hard. Fills the room with something you can't discard. That's just what spring does. And I'm glad it always will. Boom bap settling steady like a heartbeat in the sun. String pad spreading out above like morning has begun. Shaker still delivering that organic opening feel. That's just what spring does. It makes the ordinary real. That's just what spring does. Arrives without a warning or a plan. That's just what spring does. Shaker acoustic bass and roads in hand. Spring just does it. Always has. Always will.
Sub bass hit first and the floor already understood. Snare crack came second and it landed where it should. Funky guitar riff arrived and now we're past the point of no. Running on good vibes only.
into the night. Running on good vibes only. Sub bass, snare, and funky guitar. Running on good vibes only. Spring refueled everything I'm needing. No complaints, no weight, no static. Good vibes running automatic. Running on good vibes only. And the tank is always full. Landing on the chorus every time. Road still warm and steady, keeping everything in line. So bass balls returning like a heartbeat of the groove. Running on good vibes only, and I'm settling in the mood. Sub bass, snare, and funky guitar. Running on good vibes only. Spring refueled everything I needed it. Everything I needed it. Everything I needed it. Good vibes only. Tank is full, spring loaded. Open, clean, and told me this would be a smooth one. Open bass came underneath and said the work was done. I had loose and easy, giving everything its space. Light work and good music at a comfortable pace. I know crackle warming up the texture of the room. My long guitar threading in between the afternoon. Synth pad sitting soft behind the groove but holding still. Light work and good music giving everything a feel. Light work, good music, rolls and bass and hi-hat on the floor. Light work, good music, spring afternoon is opening every door. No stress, no rush, no friction. Everything is running on intuition. Light work, good music, that's all today needs to be. Muted trumpet entering for just one access. Nylon guitar still floating through the easy afternoon haze. Walking bass still steady, doing everything it promised. Light working good music, today delivered what it promised. Light work, good music, roads and bass and hi-hat on the floor. Light work, good music, spring afternoon is opening every door. Easy music handles it. Music handles it. Easy music handles it. Synth string pad came first and made the whole room breathe. Snap rhythm entered underneath like something I could feel. Yeah. Clean guitar
been making everything fine. Rose chord landing warm between the snap and the tar. The vibe found me first and now it's taking me far. The vibe found me first. Didn't have to go looking for a thing. Oh, the vibe found me first. Since string snap and guitar bringing spring. Warm and white and effortless. Every element completely blameless. The vibe found me first. And now I'm not going anywhere. Brass stop coming in right at the chorus like a gift. Sand shimmer at the top, providing one more lift. Everything assembled here with no instruction given. The vibe found me first, and now the groove is what I'm living for. The vibe found me first. Didn't have to be the vibe found me first. Sing strings, snap and guitar, bringing spring. Found me, kept me, spring sealed in. Kept me, spring sealed in.
Steel string guitar open bright and every note was right. Boom bap kick came down and gave the whole thing weight and light. Final crackle warming up the edges of the sound. Honestly could stay right here without making a sound. Walking bass came in and now the groove is fully here. Loose snare groove delivering with everything sincere. Rose chords sitting warm above the bass like Sunday air. Honestly could stay here forever without a care. Honestly could stay here forever. Steel string boom bap fine together. Honestly could stay here forever. Spring afternoon and roads and groove and tether. No reason to get up, no reason to go, no reason to stop what's already aflow. Honestly could stay here forever. And honestly I think I will. Sympad shimmering, layering like one behind a cloud. Guitar loop returning soft, familiar, never loud. Everything assembled here with nowhere else to be. Honestly could stay here forever, and that's enough for me. Honestly could stay here forever. Steel string boom bap bind together. Honestly could stay here forever. Spring afternoon and rose and groove and tether. Stay here, no rush. Forever is fine. Piano trill cascaded, quick and set the whole thing off. Funky bass drop hard right after cutting through the soft. Crisp snare and hi-hat, locking in and making it official. Every song feels like this one, that's not superficial. Yeah, clean guitar, chop arriving like it always knew the plan. Road layer warm and steady, doing everything it can. Ellie synth melody floating somewhere in the upper air. Every song feels like this one when this one is playing there. Every song feels like this one, piano trill, funky bass and spring begun. Every song feels like this one, snare and hi-hat holding everything under the sun. Warm and catchy and alive, this is the song all other songs are trying to be. Every song feels like this one, and this accent, entering the finish what the synth began. Guitar chop still going like it has a detailed plan. Yeah, bass groove, warm and funky, pulling everything along. Every song feels like this one when this one is your song. Every song feels like this one, piano, trill, funky bass and spring begun. Every song feels like this one, snare and hi-hat, holding everything under the sun. Every time, just like this.
Strings came in together, wide and full and warm. Sax lit entered briefly like a calm before no storm. Walking bass arrived and made the whole thing feel like ground. Spring knew what it was doing when it built the sound. Brush drum keeping time without disturbing anything. Road is warm and present, doing everything for spring. Clean guitar shimmer sitting right above the bass so bright. Spring knew what it was doing, getting every single thing right. Spring knew what it was doing. Brass and strings and sax and walking bass. Spring knew what it was doing. Roads and guitar shimmer filling every space. It planned the whole arrangement. Every note exactly in its place. Spring knew what it was doing, and it did it just for this. Ellison pad floating in like petals in the air. Everything assembled here with impeccable care. Sax returns one final time and says what needs to be said. Spring knew what it was doing and it's living in your head. Spring knew what it was doing. Brass and strings and sax and walking bass. Spring knew what it was doing. Roads and guitar shimmer filling every space. Spring always knows, always planned it, always is.
Ladder open soft and every note had somewhere to land. Walking bass came under it and took it by the hand. Boom bap loose and easy, giving space to everything around. The morning picked me first today before I made a sound. Rose chord sitting warm above the bass like it belonged. The cold scat guitar threading in between like nothing was wrong. Send shimmer at the top like light that doesn't need to try. The morning picked me and I didn't even have to ask why. The morning picked me. Fifth jar bass and boom bap said my name. The morning picked me. Spring and roads and groove arrived the same. No alarm, no plan, no effort. Everything just opened up and let me in. The morning picked me and the day just started winning.
so steady low while everything else floats on by. The morning picked me and I finally understand why. The morning picked me. Picture the bass and boom bap said my name. The morning picked me. Spring and roads and groove arrived the same. Said yes, picture two. Spring confirmed it.
Yeah, electric guitar step once and the mood was already set. Snare roll built it up before the day could make me sweat. Yeah. Funky bass dropped in and now the whole thing has a shape. Yeah. Ooh. Mood unlocked, there's no going back from this escape. Rose voice and bright and punchy, sitting on the groove just right. Yeah. Hi-hat keeping everything honest through the morning light. Hey. Send melody floating in like someone opened up the door. Mood unlocked and now I'm not the same as I was before. Mood unlocked, one guitar stab and the snare made it official. Mood unlocked, funky bass and roads made it habitual. Yeah. Spring just handed me the key, didn't even need to knock. Mood unlocked and I'm not locking it back up. Brass stab accent landing clean right when I needed it most. Synth melody returning like a warm familiar coast. Everything delivering exactly what it said it would. Mood unlocked, the day is doing everything it should. Mood unlocked, one guitar stab and a snare made it official. Yeah, yeah. Mood unlocked, funky bass and roads made it habitual. Yeah. Mood unlocked, mood unlocked, wide open, spring let you win. Unlock wide open, spring let you win. Unlock wide open, spring let you win. Unlock wide open, spring let you win.
Blue came first and everything around me got lighter. Boom, bap, kick settled in and made the whole thing brighter. Vinyl crackle adding warmth to every corner of the sound. Floating on purpose, not lost, just not quite on the ground.
Walking bass arrived and gave the floating something to hold. Loose snare keeping time without the need to be bold. Rhodes chord landing warm between the bass and the flute. Floating on purpose in the spring that's bearing fruit.
Floating on purpose,
Not lost, just lifted off the floor.
floating
shimmer entering so soft and so right. Sand pad behind everything, just holding the light. Flute returns once more and says what floats will land with grace. Floating on purpose, spring gave everything its place.
Floating on purpose,
Not lost, just lifted off the floor.
floating on purpose.
Flute and boom bap opened up the door.
Float easy, land soft, spring holds you.
Hi-hat triplet open fast and everything woke up right away. Funky bass came hard behind it and decided it would stay. PSC snare delivering on every beat it on. And peak hours and good energy. I always was one more. Peak hours, good energy. Hi-hat, bass and snare running the whole scene. Peak hours, good energy. Spring turned everything electric and clean. And no gravity, no ceiling, no limit. Good energy has no endpoint in it. Peak hours, good energy, and the hours just keep peaking. String accent landing soft against the punchy groove below. Everything's still running at the perfect steady flow. Guitar chop still going like it hasn't reached its peak yet. Yeah, peak hours and good energy, the best feeling I can get. Peak hours, good energy. Hi-hat, bass and snare run the whole scene. Peak hours, good energy. Spring turned everything electric and clean. Yeah. Ooh. Peak hours, good energy. Yeah. Peak hours, good energy. Yeah. Peak energy, no drop. Spring fuels it.
Cell open long and warm and time just slowed a little. Snap came in underneath and solved a very tender riddle. Clean guitar melody arrived and everything fell place. I didn't plan to feel this good. It just happened at this pace. Smooth bass settling in below the clean guitar line. Soft drum texture keeping everything measured and fine. Rhodes chord landing between the cello and the snare. I didn't plan to feel this good. There's no coming back from that. I didn't plan to feel this good. Cello snapping, guitar did what they understood. I didn't plan to feel this good. Spring walked in and rearranged the neighborhood. Warm and unexpected, every element connected. I didn't plan to feel this good, but I'll take it every time. String layer feeling so soft, it almost isn't there. Ellison pad hovering above like spring warmed air. Celery turns just once and sustains through the outro far. I didn't plan to feel this good. I didn't even check the log. I didn't plan to feel this good. Cello snapping, guitar did what they understood. I didn't plan to feel this good. Spring walked in and rearranged the neighborhood. Didn't plan it, felt it anyway. Spring get there.
Oh, babe, and I had to smile at that. Funky bass came in and made the groove fall perfectly flat. Chris and clap together like they're always on the same page. Groove like nobody's watching. This is my personal stage. Road voice and woman punches sitting right above the bass. Clean guitar riff arriving with a grin on its face. Synth bass layering underneath and filling in the low. Groove like nobody's watching, and I'm putting on a show. Groove like nobody's watching. Oh, cowbell bass and snare open the floor. Groove like nobody's watching. Yeah, Rhodes and guitar riff made me want more. Nobody needs to see this. Spring gave me permission to be free. Groove like nobody's watching, and the groove is just for me. Yeah. Da 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 da. Yeah. Brass accent landing clean right where the chorus breaks apart. Guitar riff returning like the best part of the start. Everything assembled here with just enough to make it right. Groove like nobody's watching. I'm grooving through the night. Groove like nobody's watching. Cowbell bass and snare open the floor. Groove like nobody's watching. Rhodes and guitar riff made me want more. Just groove, just you. Nobody's watching and they wait.
I remember open dancing and the whole thing felt like a message. Snap and bass came in together like they solved the spring equation. Clean guitar hook arriving like an answer I didn't send. Spring texted first and I was glad to meet it at this end. Rose chord warm and sitting right between the hook and bass. RC drums making first and everything it said was just because. Spring texted first, oh, we've been dancing before I even woke. Spring texted first, snapping bass and guitar, wrote the note. Didn't ask for it, didn't need it, just arrived and I received it. Spring texted first and I text that guy immediately. String accent entering light and soft above the punchy groove. Warm in return and wants to finish what it started in the move. Everything assembled, warm and playful, nothing left to say. Spring texted first and set the perfect tone for the whole day. Spring texted first, we were dancing before I even woke. Spring texted first, snapping bass and guitar off the note. Spring said, hey, you say yes, that's the whole song. Upright bass, open woody, and the whole room softened up. Brush drum entered soft behind it, filling up the cup. Vinyl crackle warming every edge and every line. No reason needed, everything is already fine.
Rhodes chord landing warm above the bass like afternoon sun. Nylon guitar threading in like something gentle had begun. Simpad sitting back behind the groove, just breathing there. No reason needed, good is already in the air.
No reason needed, upright bass and brush drum said enough. No reason needed, find no roads and nylon made it soft. Spring doesn't ask for reasons, it just fills the room and it stays. No reason needed to feel good on days like these. Entering once with warmth and no hurry.
Nylon guitar still floating, nothing left to worry.
Bass still woody, warm and present, holding everything down. No reason needed, the best feeling in this town. No reason needed, upright bass and brush drum said enough. No reason needed, find no roads and nylon made it soft.
fed you up open rim and the city woke up slow. Sub bass and a deep below and gave the whole thing flow. Boom bap drum arriving like the morning traffic clearing out. The city is softening, I no longer have to doubt. Clean guitar melody floating over concrete and glass. Roads layer warm behind them, making everything contrast. String pass spreading wide above like clouds deciding to break. The city is softening, spring is everything at stake. The city is softening, the center pairs hit also bass and boom bap agree. The city is softening, spring turned the whole skyline warm for me. Edges getting rounder, sounds getting gentler by the block. Yeah, the city is softening, and it feels like it forgot to stop. Accent phrase arriving once and saying what the city feels. Clean guitar still floating over pavement that spring heals. Everything assembled, cinematic, warm and slow. The city is softening, and I'm part of its glow. The city is softening, center pairs reduce of bass and boom bap agree. The city is softening, spring turned the whole skyline warm for me. City softening, spring did it, still going. City softening, just like it, still going.
Section open wide and told me I had already won. Funky drum groove exploded in before the day was done. Walking bass came rolling in with everything it brought. This is what winning feels like, and it can't be bought. Clean guitar chop arriving like a victor, arriving late. Rose chord warm and certain, making everything feel great. Sin shimmer at the top like light above a finish line. This is what winning feels like, and it feels just fine. This is what winning feels like. Oh, brass and drum and bass all opened up the sky. This is what winning feels like. Oh, spring confirmed it with the roads and the high. No trophy, no announcement, just the groove and the warm and the light. This is what winning feels like. Oh, on an ordinary spring day, and that's exactly right. String pad entering wide and warm like arms that celebrate. Guitar chop still delivering everything that makes it great. Brass returns one final time to close the loop it started. This is what winning feels like, fully open-hearted. This is what
bass all opened up the sky. This is what winning feels like. Spring confirmed it with the roads and the high. This is it. This is winning. Spring says so.
Yeah. Yeah. Clean guitar, open with that one note, and I already knew. Yeah. Snare and snap came right behind, and everything came through. Funky bass dropped in and gave the whole thing something real. Yeah, yeah. Smooth like that. The kind of groove you recognize by feel. Rose chord bright and punchy, sitting right above the line. Hi-hat tight and steady, making everything align. Brass stab landing clean right where it's always supposed to be. Yeah, smooth like that. The kind of feeling that just sets you free. Smooth like that. Guitar snapping, funky bass agree. Smooth like that. Spring and groove and the roads running free. Not too tight, not too loose, just the right amount of everything in you. Smooth like that, and it never slows down. Since shimmer floating in above the groove like it was planned. Brass stab returning once and landing right where it should land. Everything delivering without a single wasted note. Smooth like that. The groove that always keeps you afloat. Smooth like that. Guitar snapping, funky bass agree. Smooth like that. Spring and groove and roads running free. Marimba and clap open together, enjoy clocked in early. Smooth bass and a ride behind and got the whole thing swirling. Boom bap, crisp and steady like a train for this one day. Joy has a tempo and it's playing all the way. Rose voice and warm and sitting right above the bass, so right. Clean guitar, chop arriving with the energy of light. Same melody floating in above like something understood. Joy has a tempo and today that tempo's really good. Joy has a tempo, either been clapping bass, set the clock. Joy has a tempo, road and guitar chop won't stop. Spring gave joy a rhythm section, everything in the right direction. Joy has a tempo, and it never misses a beat. String layers soft and warm above the chop and the groove. Marimba still delivering every note inside the move. Everything assembled here with joyful, clean precision. Joy has a tempo, and it never needs permission. Joy has a tempo, clapping bass at the clock. Joy has a tempo, roads and guitar chop won't stop. Oh yeah, joy's on time, always on time. Never drops. Yeah, 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 yeah. Better not, but better not, Snare roll, built it up, and then the sub bass hit the floor. Hi-hat, triplet locked in clean and opened up the door. Bright guitar hook arriving like a reason to keep going. Bounce it forward. This groove always keeps the energy flowing. Roads lay warm behind the hook like everything is covered. Synth bass shimmer underneath like something freshly discovered. Brass punch accent landing right between the groove and the hook. Bounce it forward. I don't need to stop and take a look. Bounce it forward. Snare roll, sub bass and hi-hat lead the way. Bounce it forward. Guitar hook and rolls are here to stay. No looking back, no slowing. Spring keeps the whole thing going. Bounce it forward. And the forward never ends. Yeah. Brass accent still returning every time the chorus lands. Guitar hook delivering exactly what the groove demands. Yeah. Sub bass warm and punchy, holding everything below. Bounce it forward. This is always the way to go. Bounce it forward. Snare roll, sub bass and hi-hat lead the way. Bounce it forward. Guitar hook and rolls are here to stay. No looking back, no slowing. Spring keeps the whole thing going. Bounce it forward. Forward, a bounce never stops it. Yeah, yeah.
edges. Snap came in soft underneath and softened all the ledges. Smooth funky bass arrived and made the whole thing flow. Feeling like butter, feeling like butter. Everything is melting into the groove below. Clean guitar melody arriving like warm light through a curtain. Ellie centipede hovering above like nothing is uncertain. Brush drum gentle, keeping time without demanding anything. Feeling like butter, feeling like butter. This is what the good days always bring. Feeling like butter. Road snap a funky bass spreading smooth. Feeling like butter. Spring turned the whole afternoon into a groove. No resistance, no friction, everything running on pure intuition. The spread never ends. String layer entering soft, so warm you almost missed it there. Brass accent warm around and floating easy in the air. Roll still velvet, bass still smooth, snap still right on time. Feeling butter, butter, feeling like butter. Where this is what the deal is. Feeling like butter.
Yeah, got it.
Open clean and set the rhythm for my feet. Synth bass hook dropped in immediate and took the beat. Boom bap bump shit locking in and making everything feel alive. Every step has a groove and that's the reason I survive. Clean guitar chop arriving like each footstep has a sound. Chord warm and steady, keeping everything on the ground. High, tight and clean above, delivering on time. Every step has a groove and every step is right in line. Every step has a groove. Finger snaps and bass and boom bap show the way. Every step has a groove. Guitar chopping roads won't let it stray. No step wasted, no beat missed. Spring put a groove in everything that exists. Every step has a groove, and the steps just keep on coming. Yeah, yeah. Sax melody entering warm and bright above the groove below. String shimmer soft above the sax like petals in the flow. Everything assembled here with joyful bounce and precision. Every step has a groove, that was always the decision. Every step has a groove. Finger snaps and bass and boom bap show the way. Every step has a groove. Guitar chopping roads won't let it stray. Every step, every groove. Every step, keep grooving.
Clean guitar and kick drop together and I knew funky bass and snap arriving, pulling me right through. Rodent brass and synth all landing full and warm. This is what happy feels like, riding through the storm. Hi-hat ticking bright like a celebration, confirmed. String shimmer catching everything I've ever yearned. Everything arriving happier than I planned. This is what happy feels like, exactly as I understand. Spring R&B sitting euphoric, sweet in the soul. This is what happy feels like, making everyone whole. Clean guitar still threading warm above the snap. Funky bass still driving, never going back. Road still bright and soulful on the morning light. Brass still punching sweet, doing perfectly fine. Hi-hat still bright and crisp through the April air. This is what happy feels like, finding me everywhere. This is what happy feels like. Everything exploded warm. This is what happy feels like. This is what happy feels like. Never feel April, you start. Roads and bass and brass soul glow. This is what happy feels like wherever you go. Melody hooks from the very first drop. This is what happy feels like. Never gonna stop, yeah. April light, hitting gold and euphoric and warm. This is what happy feels like. Riding through the storm. Clean guitar, warm on its favorite bright arc. Roads chord landed, radiant before the dark. Funky bass holding steady through the spring ground. Brass punching soft above the morning sounds. Snap, still, crisp and clean, where it belongs. This is what happy feels like. Turning days to songs. This is what happy feels like. 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 Wherever you are, this is what happy feels like. Guitar and kick, guitar and kick. But happy be fake, still the glowing, still funky, road still glowing. This is what happy feels like. Always happy, always free, always yours. Da 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 da. Oh, da 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 da. Brass melody alone before the colors change. Everything about the morning beautifully rearranged. Snapping funky bass arriving like they always knew. Guitar, roads and synth completing every hue. Hi-hat ticking bright like the world just lit. String texture catching everything perfectly fit. Everything arriving more vibrant than I thought. Every color turned bright. Best thing, April brought. Spring R&B sitting vibrant, warm inside the soul. Every color turned bright, making every morning whole. Brass still warm and leading on the morning line. Funky bass still driving, doing perfectly fine. Snap still landing crisp on the 2 and 4. Clean guitar threading brighter than before. Road still warm and luminous through the April air. Every color turned bright, finding me everywhere. Every color turned bright, brass alone, then everything turned vivid. Every color turned bright, every single morning, feeling livid. Bass and guitar and spring soul glow. Every color turned bright wherever you go. Melody hooks from the first brass note. Every color turned bright, best thing I gave you one row. April light hitting every color, bold and warm. Every color turned bright, riding through the storm. Brass still warm on his favorite luminous arc. Roads caught landing, radiant before the dark. Funky bass holding steady through the spring ground. String texture breathing soft above the sound. Snap still crisp and clean where it belongs. Every color turned bright, turning days to song. Every color turned bright, brass alone, and everything turned vivid. Every color turned bright, every single morning, feeling
guitar riff long before the April knew. Snapping bass arriving like they always grew. Roads in brass and synthol and in bold and warm. You changed the weather, riding through the April storm. Hi-hat thick and bright like a feeling confirmed. String shimmer catching everything I've ever learned. Everything arriving bolder than I thought. You changed the weather, best thing April brought. Spring R&B, electric bold inside the soul. You changed the weather, me every morning holy. Funky guitar still fretting warm above the snare. Smooth bass still talking, never going back. Road still bold and soulful on the morning line. Brass still punching sweet, doing perfectly fine. Hi-hat still bright and crisp through the April air. You changed the weather, finding me everywhere. You changed the weather, funky guitar alone, then everything came bold. Ooh, you changed the weather, sweetest kind of spring story ever told. Golden bass and rare brass so glow. You changed the weather wherever you go. Melody hooks from the first riff. You changed the weather, everything I live. April light hitting golden, bold and electric. You changed the weather, making everything magnetic. Funky guitar warm on his favorite ride arc. Roads coil landed ready before the dark. Smooth bass holding steady through the spring ground. Brass punching soft above the morning sun. Snaps still crisp and clean where it belongs. You changed the weather, turning days to songs. Yeah, you changed the weather. Hey, you changed the weather. So you know, yeah, proud, so glow. You changed the weather wherever you go. Melody hooks from the first riff. You changed the weather and everything I live. You changed the weather. Guitar still funky, yeah. Bass still